Hi guys, it's Amy and I'm here today to show you guys how I dye my hair. What I'm going for right now, the look that I have is the reverse ombre. And first you're going to need a bowl, a plastic bowl. And then you're going to need the hair dye, which I'm using the HiColor HiLights by L'Oreal. It's meant for dark hair, so it helps lift. Then you're going to need the peroxide. I'm using volume 30. You can use 20, it just takes longer. Don't use 40. 40 is for bleaching your hair or highlights like that. And then I think I'm going to take a shot with my peroxide apparently. Yeah, so a little measuring cup with my peroxide in. Then I got the clips for anything if you need the clips help. Then I got the gloves. Yeah, I think I'm really funny in my head. Then I have my brush. Mine has a metal end to it. It helps separate the hair when you're going through dyeing it. Then it helps you, get through all the roots and everything. You don't need to use a metal one. You can just use a plastic one. But if you do choose to use the metal end, be careful you don't poke your eye out. Just gotta let you know if you don't know what you're doing. And I did go ahead and just brush out my hair a little bit. Get my gloves on. Don't mind my little hair strand that's sticking out from the side. I guess apparently see it, so I didn't brush it out. But it doesn't even matter when you dye it. So, and I gotta get my other glove on, ready for surgery. So yeah, exciting. All right. Now we're ready, so we don't get our nails messed up or hands stained. Got my bowl. Put the hair dye in the bowl. So that's in there now. And now you add the peroxide. So the peroxide usually you do as much as the dye is. And you mix it to a creamy consistency. So if I'm using like a 2-ounce dye, I'm putting 2 ounces of peroxide in there. That's normally how it is, but again, it does depend on the hairstyle you're going for. Then some Vaseline, that helps if you put it on your hairline and on your ears. So when later on you get hair dye on there, it's easier to come off. It helps it. Just make sure you don't get it on your hair or your hair won't dye. So then you got to get the brush going, and we're just going to start off with the roots and go down. The style that I'm going for doesn't really need to go too far down. It is a reverse ombre, so just basically I start off with the roots and then it fades out as it gets to the ends. So first I'm just starting out with the roots to really get them dyed in there. You don't have to be so close to the roots because eventually when you move your hair around, all your roots will get dyed. So you get as close as you can, but you don't have to get on your scalp. I mean, sometimes that can burn people, so I don't recommend that. You got to be careful with it. I always say do a little test of the color and the peroxide on your hand or behind your ear to see if you have an allergic reaction. If you do, then don't use that dye. You might have something with it. So anyway, yeah, so just putting the dye all the way through the hair. So I have dark brown to basically almost black hair. I haven't dyed my hair for 2 years prior to this going red. So my hair was all natural, so it's really easy to dye. But again, the color that I used is basically, it helps it lift. It's meant for dark hair to turn red. So that's why I use those L'Oreal brand colors. They are all Salon products. I don't recommend box dyes ever, especially if you do go to a salon usually. And right now I'm using the mirror to get all the roots from the back. So whatever I missed last time, because I was in a hurry last time I was dyeing my hair. So I'm really trying to get in there and do it. So anyway, yeah, so I don't recommend box dyes for you guys if you do use, if you go to salons, because there are certain things in box dyes that can possibly make you lose your hair if you are switching between Salon and box brands. That's one of the things we learned in cosmetology. It's a big no-no. So yeah, I would say stick to one thing. If you're going to use box things, then just use the box brand. But I recommend obviously the Salon brand. So always get some information before you do anything from a hairstylist, before you risk doing anything to your hair. It's always good. So yeah. Anyway, so now I'm just trying to get the color in. Don't mind me. Right there, the fumes just went straight to my eyes. And I do have sensitive eyes, so went right up my nose and into my eyes started watering and everything. So just trying to get the hair dye in all over as much as I can. Again, I'm not going all the way to the ends of my hair because it is an ombre look, so I do want the ends to look darker and to have this like multicolor look kind of thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep doing that. And if you guys have any specific questions on hair dyeing or anything like that, you guys can ask me. I will have another video to show you the professional way of hair dyeing. This is not the professional way. This is only the way that I'm doing it, because when you do it to yourself, it's a little bit harder. But when you do it to someone else, there is an actual way to do it professionally, how I learned in beauty school. So now I'm just, yes, using the little brush end to separate the hair and getting in to the other parts of my hair. So you just keep separating it. You know, if you need to use a mirror like I was using, it's basically like a double mirror here. You looking at a mirror in front of you and in the back, so you can see what parts that there are that you need to dye, so you don't have any stripes, because you don't want to go for the tiger look unless that's what you're going for. So we want to make sure we get everything evenly coated. And see, as you can see, when you start doing more of the hair, the roots get covered. So that's why I was saying, like, you don't have to be too close to it. Now some fast forward action. And just a reminder, guys, if you don't know what you're doing, if you've never dyed your hair before, or if you're underage, get a parent or guardian's help for this before you do such a thing. Get approval. Also, if you've never dyed your hair in your whole life, I would suggest that you talk to a hairstylist before going about and dyeing your hair, just to be on the safe side, so they can look at your hair and give you some advice. And if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and leave comments below. Ask away. And after you are completely done with dyeing your hair, you time it. So here's the timer. Have a good one. See you guys soon. Bye.